good morning. My name is Miss Kim and I am from the Newcastle Library and I'm back to read you a story today. I'm so happy that you're here joining me. Today I'm going to read you a story about birds. Do you enjoy birds? Do you like birds? I really like birds and I love to watch birds outside all the time. There are so many different kinds of birds. I really enjoy it, so I encourage you to do that too. The book I'm going to read you today is Mama Built a Little Nest. That looks like a great book, doesn't it? Yeah, it is a really good book, but before I start the book, I have something really special to show you. It's very special. Can you see this? It's a nest, a real bird's nest. This nest was given to me. It's very fragile. Do you see that? It's kind of starting to fall apart. This nest was given to be a very good friend who found it laying on the ground under a tree. So it fell out of the tree when it was very windy. So she collected it because if you find a nest under a tree, it's okay to pick it up and save it because the bird won't be able to use it anymore. But she thought it would be really nice for you children to be able to see this nest, and I'm so happy that she brought it to me so that I could show you. I don't know what kind of bird made this nest. I'm not sure. There's the inside. Let me see if I can kind of turn it around so you can see. Oh, it's very fragile. It's very fragile. Isn't that special? So if you find a nest in a tree, you should leave it there because sometimes birds come back to their nests the next year. But this nest was on the ground and had fallen out, so it's okay for us to have it. I just really wanted to show you that. I think it's really neat. Okay, let's read our story. Mama Built a Little Nest. This is about all different kinds of birds that build nests. This book is written by Jennifer Ward, and it's illustrated by Steve Jenkins, and we have permission from Beach Lane Books to read this story today. Mama built a little nest inside a sturdy trunk. She used her beak to tap, 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 the perfect place to bunk. She tap, tap, tapped and built a nest in the tree. Do you know what kind of bird this is? This is a woodpecker. It's a woodpecker. And they use their big strong beak to tap, tap, tap on the tree. Mama built a little nest, a cup so wee and snug, the walls of moss and roof of sky and silky cobweb rug. Do you know what kind of birds those are? It might be kind of hard to tell, but look at their long, narrow beaks. Those are hummingbirds. Have you seen hummingbirds? I bet you have seen hummingbirds. Yes, but they're very small, aren't they? And their nest is very tiny. It's just itty-bitty tiny because they are very small birds. If you ever see a hummingbird nest, it's a very lucky thing because they hide them really well. Mama built a little nest. Well, actually she didn't. She found one that another made and then she laid me in it. Look at that. This mama bird found a nest that has eggs in it already, and she laid her egg. This is called a cowbird, and the cowbird and some other birds do this. They lay their eggs in a nest with other eggs, and then they let the mama that has these eggs take care of their little egg. Yep, that's what that mama does. Mama built a little nest. My daddy helped out too. They placed my egg upon his feet. That's where I hatched and grew. These are called emperor penguins, and they live where it's very, very cold. And they don't build a nest. The mama lays the egg, and then they very carefully roll it over, you see it right there, onto daddy's feet, and he holds it on his feet, tucked under his furry tummy to keep warm, and he keeps it there until it hatches so that it stays nice and warm. Isn't that cool? Emperor penguins, that's what they do, because it's very, very cold where they live. Mama scraped a simple nest upon a craggy ledge. She tucked me safe within her wings until my time to fledge. You know what these are? These are called falcons. You see Daddy's bringing a fish for them to eat. And look at that baby. He's so fluffy. So fluffy baby. But they build their nests up on cliffs far, far away from everyone to keep safe. Daddy built a little nest, and then he built another, and another, and another, hoping to impress my mother. Do you see the nests? 1, 2, 3, 4. He builds a lot of nests to try to impress the mother. He's called a male cactus wren, a cactus wren. Mama built a little nest. She used her beak to sew a woven nest of silky grass, the perfect place to grow. Look at that. That is a really neat nest. It looks like she had to take a lot of time to make that. Weaver bird, that's called a weaver bird. So she weaves all of that together to make that nest. And somewhere in there are the eggs or the babies. Very nice. Mama built a little nest by digging out a burrow. It was a hoot, our little home, a safe and feathery furrow. This is called a burrowing owl, and they make their nests underground. So the baby hides under the ground to stay away from predators. I've never seen one of those, but maybe when you're out walking, you should watch for one. Mama built a little nest. She gathered twigs that float and placed them on the water to create a cozy boat. Oh, this nest is like a boat. Do you see it? It's floating on the water. That is pretty amazing. This bird is called a grebe, and it lives on the water and even builds its nest on the water. Wow. Mama built a little nest. She made it on the ground. A simple nest, not very soft, with pebbles smooth and round. You know what? I cannot tell where the nest is in this picture. Can you? I think I see lots of rocks. Do you see where you think the eggs might be? They're very hard to find. They're very camouflaged. Camouflage means they blend in. Let's see what kind of bird this is. Oh, it just says it's a shorebird. Many shorebirds do this. So these birds live maybe by the ocean on the shore. I think this might be the eggs, but to tell you the truth, I really don't know for sure because they're camouflaged so well, they all look the same to me. What do you think? Daddy built a little nest. Oh, now don't gross out. He used spit. Spit! Who would have thought that spit could make the perfect place to sit? Wow! That daddy bird used spit, which is called saliva is another word for it, to build his nest. It says a swiftlet, he's called a swiftlet, makes an edible nest using tube-shaped saliva, which hardens in the air. So he uses his saliva, which is the same as spit, to make this nest for the babies. You know, animals are amazing. They figure out how to use what they have to do what they need to do. That's pretty cool. Mama built a sealed nest within an old tree's hollow, and my daddy left a little hole to pass her food to swallow. Oh, this mama bird is inside the tree, and just a little hole for her to poke her head out for daddy to feed her while she's sitting on her nest. This is called a hornbill. A hornbill. That's a very colorful bird, don't you think? Very colorful. Oh, I bet a lot of you children know what this bird is. Can you see it? Bald eagle. Yes, you are right. Mama built a sturdy nest by stacking twigs up high, a breezy house upon a tree where talons blend with sky. Yeah, that is a bald eagle, and they build their nest way up high in a tree, and they use lots of sticks to build their nest. Bald eagle. Mama built a little nest entirely out of mud. No feathery down, no soft green plants, just fuddy, muddy crud. A nest out of mud. You know, it makes a good nest, it looks like. The egg looks very safe there. Do you know what kind of bird this is? We don't have these birds here, but I bet some of you children know what that is. And you might have even seen one somewhere on a trip, or maybe even at the zoo. It's called a flamingo. They have these long legs, long, thin legs. They stand up tall, and they're usually pink colored. Flamingo. Well, they build their nest out of mud. I didn't know that. You have a nest, your very own, a place to rest your head, with pillows soft and cozy thoughts. These are rocks. We have those here. With pillows soft and cozy thoughts, your nest is called a bed. Your nest is called a bed. I bet you all have a bed. That's your nest. All right, my friends, that is the end of our story, the end of our book. I'm so glad you were here today to read my book with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.